Hey everyone, it's Chris and welcome back to The Ridge. Today, we're going to freeze all the tomatoes, or most of the tomatoes that we got from our garden. We find no difference between canning and freezing. The quality of freezing is just as good as canning, and the risk is a lot lower. So we love it. Join us!
Sweet Maple Ridge Farms. Come on down, everybody. Go!
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and freeze these. Freezing is a lot less effort than canning, and you also don't have to worry about bacteria growth because you're not getting bacteria growth in the freezer, so no risk of botulism, and we like that. And most of the time, we're using our frozen tomatoes for things like chili, or I might make pasta sauce sometime in the winter. So really, it makes no difference to us. I mean, a frozen or canned tomato is never gonna replace eating something fresh, just like a fresh sliced tomato. But this is what works for us, and like I said, it's low effort, so we're able to process our tomatoes very quickly, which we like.
First step is to get you a lot of tomatoes. And we have a lot of tomatoes to process. And then step two is going to be to get you some water going, water boiling here. So this water is ready to go. Okay, so the first tomatoes we're going to freeze are these Brandywines. These are Brandywines. This is a mushroom basket. So we're just going to drop them in here just like this, but I'm not going to drop them in. I'm going to use this thing to sort of lower them in. So let's do this. We're going to put them in the boiling water. You're only going to blanch them for right around 30 seconds, just long enough to be able to get the skin off. Now, I don't know how this mushroom basket is going to work, but we're going to find out. So we're going to put them in there. We're going to let them go for like 30 seconds. And then I'm going to scoop them out with this, and I'm going to put them in this little tote. These food grade totes, by the way, I feel like are a really great purchase. They're not that expensive. You can get them at Costco. You can get them at Sam's Club. And they just make it really easy for you to be able to just hold stuff. And they are food grade also. So you can see the skin is already starting to come off. It makes it super, super easy to get the skin off. All right. Take these off. See how the skin's coming off there? It's perfect. Put them in there. Look at that. That's perfect. And hey, I want to mention, if you got a tomato that you want to do this to, but it's got a spot in it, make sure that you cut that out. So while I'm waiting for these to go, I'm going to sit here and I'm just going to take the skin off of these. And I'm just going to set it aside. Just throw it in your compost. It makes it really easy. When you boil it like this, the skin just comes right off. And then you got this perfect tomato to make chili. We make chili out of these. All right, so now what we're gonna do is take all these out. We're gonna cut the tops off of them. We're gonna cut them into chunks. Well, we're gonna core them first, and then we're gonna cut them into chunks and put them into bags. All right, so we got this tomato. We're gonna cut this in half. And then we are going to cut this top out of it. Watch your fingers. And we're actually just gonna cut this whole entire core out, right, Miss Sweet Maple Ridge?
Yeah.
So we're gonna cut that out, throw that in our bucket. And then we're gonna take this, and because this is a tomato we're going to make chili out of, we're just going to dice it. All right.
That'll work.
All right. So here we're going to use quart bags for this because Mrs. Sweet Maple Ridge says quart size bags are pretty much the exact size that you want to use when you're making a pot of chili. So we're going to use these freezer quart bags, put chili tomatoes on there, today's date, and we're going to fill it most of the way up, but not all the way. And you want right around 2 pounds of tomatoes to make a good pot of chili. So we're going to take this we're gonna put them in there. We're gonna set them aside, and then we're going to do the rest. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. Okay, so we just got done processing the brandy wines and the mushroom basket. We had 2 mushroom baskets in there. Now we're gonna process the sauce tomatoes. So these are Amish paste. You can see these things look amazing. Got a little split there. This one actually, they sat out in the sun yesterday. They look great. Then we have these Early Girl and Better Boy. Not our favorite tomato, but still, we're certainly not gonna waste them. Never waste anything. And we got these Romas. And then we got these San Marzanos. They have such a nice look to them. Almost look like a pepper. Really, really pretty tomatoes. So we got our water. We're gonna get that back to boiling again, and we're gonna get these things scun up. We're gonna put each of these in the water for 30 seconds. We're gonna take them out with this, and then we're going to get the skin off. All right, so this is what we've come up with today. We hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. If you like this kind of content, make sure you like the video. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Look at this tomato juice we got. I put best on here because it's Brandywine tomato juice. It tastes far superior to just tomato juice from like Better Boy and things like that. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button. Definitely hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by August 31st. We really appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time out on the ridge.